I'm delighted to be joined today by Daniel Skoglund, Head of Tactical Planning and Support for Stockholm Airports, who will be talking us through towards the digital transformation at Swedavia. Daniel, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So let's start getting to know you. What was your earliest memory of aviation, and how did that influence your choices in life?
Well, I've always been fascinated with transportation, cars, trains, boats, and airplanes. So it came in some way when I first visited the airport. I was like hooked on the feeling when you got to the airport. It's the special atmosphere at the airport, all the people working there, all the processes working together, all the technologies coming into one place to like obtain this feeling of, okay, we're going somewhere and we're going somewhere together.
Cool.
So that was like my first interaction, and I know that this is what I would like to work with.
Nice. So what is unique in Swedavia's approach to digital transformation in air traffic control, talking about all these technologies?
Yeah, I would say that as an airport operator of 10 airports, we try to utilize the most of our staff working at the airport. We are almost 3,000 employees, so we try to make it easy for everyone who works at Swedavia to provide their inputs of new ideas. But we also make it able for our external parties who work at the airport and around the airport to also provide their inputs. Because we would like to try to create this sustainable, holistic view of innovation. We would like to focus on how we can innovate stuff so we can have more reduced costs at the airport. We also like to focus on reducing our climate impact, increasing the benefit and also the social welfare around our airports for our staff and all those working at the airport. But at the end, of course, gaining and raising more value for our customers when they visit our airports.
Very good. Now, on-time performance is
Yes.
critical for airports and for the wider health of the network. Now, collaborative initiatives like Cesar, and of course Swedavia is a member of the Cesar 3 joint undertaking, can play a role in this. How do you see that working?
I would see that our main job as an airport operator is to provide all our stakeholders, both internally and externally, both at the airport but also in the network, with more information about what is going on at the airport. We are big fans of the joint situational awareness concept, that it's our job to combine all of the information that we have available to us, send it out to the network, and get feedback on that. And when we looked around on this when we first started studying it, we saw that this is what they do within the Total Airport Management Program, which Cesar have developed. And especially the AOP came for us as a very interesting concept to build upon.
Very good, very good. So today, how close is Stockholm, Arlanda and Swedavia to that holy grail of total airport management, and what initiatives through Cesar or elsewhere can take you there?
For us, I would say that we are at the end of the beginning. It's a very long journey which lies ahead of us in terms of implementing total airport management. One of the important steps that we have taken is securing the commitment for total airport management with the CEO and the top management team at Swedavia. Because having them with us in this long journey which lies ahead of us is very important, because they are able to help us out both internally but also externally when we're going to make sure that we have not only the airport aboard but all the actors at the airport being part of total airport management.
So as you said before, Swedavia is a network of 10 airports, all shapes and sizes, including some regional smaller airports throughout Sweden. Is there a future for them with total airport management, and can Cesar help in connecting them to the network?
Definitely. For us, the Total Airport Management project at Swedavia will focus on all 10 airports, not only Stockholm Arlanda Airport. We will focus on integrating all of them, because it's when we integrate all those airports in the project, we expect to have the real big benefits of Total Airport Management. And one way of doing it is both to implement local AOPs, smaller AOPs in terms of size and also the information gathered to it, but also connecting the regional airports to the network in terms of ACDM-like solutions. Within Cesar, we have looked at the regional network integrated airport solutions, which are really interesting for us, but also smaller scale solutions such as the ECRA solution supported by Eurocontrol.
Excellent. What technology would you single out as the game changer in the future of air travel? What should we be keeping our eyes on?
I would say that there's a lot of technology going on during development in this stage. AI, machine learning, big data, biometrics. But all of this technology is nothing without the people supporting and utilizing the systems. So I would say the game changer is the people who will be using them, and especially training them, letting them be part of the development of these new tools. because for us it's like the technology is 20% and 80% is the culture and also the people working in it. So I would say that you need to invest as much as you do in the technology as in the new type of professionals who will be working within aviation and using the tools.
Very good. A commendable vision. What are Swedavia's top 3 innovation priorities? Building on that.
Yeah, we focus on 3 main areas. The first one is sustainable air travel. For us, it's extremely important to make sure that we care about future generations. All our 10 airports are CO2 neutral at the moment, and our next big step is to make sure that there are no emissions from our airport whatsoever. But that's only on the airport side. We also sponsor and support of CO2 neutral travels within Sweden. So the domestic operations will be CO2 neutral by 2030.
Very good.
And building on that, we're also looking on creating seamless intermodularity between different modes of transport, but also for the passengers. So for example, we're looking at off-airport solution to check in your bags, creating more integration with other partners, how to utilize the information from the passenger. So at the end of the day, it becomes easier for the passenger to travel from door to door. And that final prioritization, the third one, builds upon total airport management, the data-driven change of operations. There's so much data at our airports right now that we're not using. So that strategical commitment for us to become a more data-driven operation will be a big change for us in the future years.
Very good. If you had a magic wand, what digital transformation would you want to see deployed at Stockholm, across Swedavia, or even across Europe?
I would say, as an airport guy, I would say the AOP concept of Airport Operations Plan. I think that there's so much information at the airport which we can put together to ensure that we have more efficient operations, but also connecting that AOP with the network and the NOP integration. So basically sharing the information throughout the network so that each and every stakeholder can take the best possible decision for them.
Excellent. Aidan Skoglund, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
I wish you the very best of luck in realising that vision.
Thank you.